Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. So as you all know, the Joaquin Phoenix thing happened. I already did a video on that. I'm not going to get too much into that. But it gave me a chance to look back in retrospect, sort of way. And I decided that I'm going to weigh in on all this media hoopla that movies and video games are somehow responsible for the personal choices of others. And I am going to give you a very solid case that shows that it is not movies and video games that lead to violence. It is a choice that leads to violence and whatnot. I grew up in a town that was not very friendly to me. I was bullied for reasons that I had no control over, and for reasons that I did have control over. You see, I was bullied heavily from first grade all the way to 11th grade. When I decided to fight back, things stopped. But the point is, all those times I was bullied, not once did I ever feel the urge to grab a gun and kill people. Not once did I ever feel the urge to grab a weapon to do grievous harm upon another. That's from 1st grade to 11th grade. That is from 6 to 17. 11 years. I was bullied mercilessly. Not once did I ever go to the school looking to do grievous harm on somebody because of their actions towards me. Because I knew it would be wrong. It is a choice I made. Compared to nowadays, kids who get bullied for most of their life, most of them don't even make it to 20 years old. You see all the bullying and cyberbullying epidemics that go on, where kids are committing suicide and whatnot. If they went through what I went through, they probably would have killed themselves by 12 years old. Believe me, that's how bad it got. I never once contemplated suicide either. You want to know why? Because I realized two things. One, suicide's not going to end the pain. It's going to push my pain onto others. And two, hurting others is only taking my pain and pushing it on others. Neither are the right choice. Oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. And if you ask me, to say that a movie might inspire people to do something, if it does, it only means that the person made the choice to be inspired. That person made a choice to do a negative thing, to take something that is in a work of fiction and to try to make it real. It is a choice. Joaquin Phoenix walked out of that interview because not only was the question inappropriate, it was irrelevant. He did not take the part of the Joker to inspire people. He took it because it was a job offered to him, and he thought about how he might portray that character. He didn't do it to inspire anyone. He did it so he could make a movie. So for people to say that they're inspired by movies to do horrible things, you are wrong. It is a personal choice that those people made to do things. If they got inspiration from a movie, that is their choice. not the movie's responsibility. So when the president, I already did a video back then too, after a couple of shootings or whatever, where he made the case against people who were mentally handicapped and who, or violent video games, where he was blaming it all on mentally handicapped people and whatnot in video games. Again, I reiterate from that video, I've been mentally handicapped for many of my years, still am. I've played violent video games growing up. Games like Mortal Kombat, where people, or where your character could rip the spines out of other characters. Where they could punch their heads off, rip their hearts out, burn them to a crisp, kiss them to the point where they die. Where they could saw them to pieces. Where you could do all sorts of graphic things. Not once did I ever think that it was okay to do that in the real world. Not even as a child. Maybe it's because I was raised right, who knows? All I know is that if you want to blame movies for the actions of what goes on in this world, you are an idiot. You are a fool, and you need to educate yourself. I am living proof that you could be bullied, ridiculed, and treated like shit for most of your life growing up. I am living proof that you can play the most violent video games out there and still be a good person. I am living proof to the contrary of what the media is trying to force down people's throats, to what the president said is an epidemic. So yes, stop blaming video games, stop blaming movies, stop blaming entertainment for the choices of an individual. Because if it was true, I would not be where I am. I would not be making these videos. I would be in a jail cell because I would have committed a horrible crime. I would probably be in a prison cell because I had committed a horrible crime. Anyway, that's the video. I just wanted to give a retrospective view. What do you guys think about all this crap about the media pushing this narrative where video games, or violent video games and violent movies are somehow inspiring violence? Do you believe they are? Or do you believe, like I do because I'm living proof, that it is an individual's choice? Let me know what your comment, or let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. And I want you all to have a happy Hobbit Day, by the way.